Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the 0 to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so for today we did a farm that was requested by a viewer today. And this was located in the Tiragard Sound. It's this one that's been covered, I think it's been covered by like Student. The farm route is right here. So I tried it out and he said basically either have the Herbing gloves or the Dark Moon Firewater, which I went with the Dark Moon Firewater. I went with quite a lot of them actually because I didn't realise that I would die so much, but that's not the point. Go with the coarse leather barding so I couldn't get dazed while mounted. I have recently just switched back into my DPS spec, but I was in my tank spec to try and stop dazing as well. And I went with the mono hardened hoof plates to increase my movement speed by 20%. Now, in this hour, I actually managed to farm up around about 22,403 gold's worth of stuff. This farm is okay actually. It's okay. You just got to do a few of the routes to know just about where you're actually going to go, so to speak, because there are lots of tightly packed mobs all in one place, and if you go into that one little bit or area, you're basically screwed and you're most likely going to die unless you can't tank them. I actually managed to die because I jumped off, took some fall damage, and then I tried taking them all on at once and I pretty much died. I tried pressing that, but I moved. So in the hour we managed to get around about 41 sea stalks, 242 river buds, 204 siren's pollen, and 96 star moss. We also got 29 anchorweed and obviously just like 3 tide spray linen because I had to kill some people in order to actually get them off me. Now obviously this is a standard farm for BFA, and to be honest I would actually recommend it. I would most likely say if you're wanting to do this, obviously you're going to at least want to be rank 2 or rank 3 in your herbalism professions, otherwise it's not worth you doing it. And in all honesty, yeah, it is a good farm, but I'll probably stick with my Vigil Hill farm. Mainly because I don't like dodging all the mobs all the time, and I find it to be just a more enjoyable farm overall. But that doesn't mean that my personal opinion actually goes against this farm. This farm is actually pretty damn good, and at the end of the day, if it's a good gold farm and all you really want is quick gold, then do this farm. That's pretty much what I'm going to say about this farm. Now, that being the case and that being said, let's get into the gold for the day.
One eternity later. Okay,
that took longer than expected. Basically, just note to self, make sure that you relist your auctions before you actually start recording the video, John. There we go. Anyways, let's get into the gold. The gold for the day is 9,357. That is pretty alright. We sold the Saronite ore for about 3,656 gold. We sold the Barbaric Cloth Robe for 1,707 gold. We sold some Storm Silver ore, which wasn't an awful lot of them, and that's pretty much it. The rest of it's all minor transmog items. Other than that, guys, like, doesn't really beat our 58,000 gold yesterday, but it is something along those lines. And that brings us up to 406,243 gold. You're probably wondering, John, why is the gold dropped quite a bit from yesterday? That is because I bought a transmog item from Trade Chat. I bought the glorious leg plates of the Aurora. Basically, the glorious leg plates. Now, I managed to pick these up for about 45,000 gold, and the market value on these are around about 142,000, and I double checked it on the Undermine journal and see how long it's actually been stable at those rates for before actually going ahead and buying these. These are hovering and selling at around about 100,000, well, 120,000 gold. And that's pretty damn good. Obviously the min buyer at this moment in time is 89,000 gold. It's okay, it's a bit on the low end, but I would still be making a profit even if I sold them today. The reason that I've invested about 45k into buying the Glorious Leg Plates is because the return on the investment, which was literally 2 minutes of my time to actually buy them, is great, because if I sell them at 141,554 gold, like today or in a month, I'm still making just under 100k profit for literally 2 minutes work. So sometimes you do need to pick up, like, sometimes it's actually beneficial to actually buy them off of someone, for they get a quick sale and in the long run we'll end up with more gold, which is what I'm aiming for with this actual gold challenge. I'm obviously going through Transmog still sailing, so why not buy one of the most notable ones for really cheap, and like now, and then list it, and then as soon as it sells we'll be making a decent profit. So if it sells today, that's awesome, that's like amazing, that's unheard of for Glorious Leg Plates. But in the long run we will be making a huge profit for that initial investment. So I would just like to clarify, when you see like a deal like this on Trade Chat, double check your auction house first of all, then look it up on at least the Undermine journal, have a look at the graphs and see how long it has been stable at those selling prices. This is really easy to do. The graphs, as long as you can read a graph, you're golden. And I will go into this a bit more in depth when I am doing the noobs guides again in March, because obviously we're doing daily of the standard gold farming, so the noobs guides will be coming back in full force, so I will be covering that type of stuff. But that's all you need to know. Just look at the graphs on the underminejournal.com, see how long it's been stable for. If it's at a strong steady pace and you can make a decent profit in the long run or possibly in the short term, then I would go ahead and do it. Just make sure that you actually have enough information that you are confident in buying this stuff. Obviously I've been doing this for a very long time and I understand which ones will actually sell, what it will do. So just make sure that you know what you're selling, because otherwise then don't, because at the end of the day you're taking a very big massive gamble the less knowledge you actually know on these particular items. But that being the case, guys, have a lovely rest of the day and I shall see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye bye.